Well, guys, it was not the best day for GameStop. It was definitely a very bearish day for GameStop. Biden didn't help the news at all with the news of raising the tax, not the tax cut, the the capital gains tax. That news really didn't help us and actually sent us down to, we broke down below 150 and actually touched 146 today. So today was not a good day for GameStop versus AMC. It was a very good day. And I really wish we can get out of this bearish trend because the past couple of days have been very difficult for GameStop. And it just seems like this is going to continue. And I can't find a reason why, and we'll dive into the technical analysis. I can't find a reason why tomorrow is going to be a bullish day. So sorry, bulls, but I think we're in for another bearish day tomorrow, and I think we're going to be going into the weekend on a bearish day personally. But if you guys can, do me a huge favor, drop a like down on this video, hit that subscribe button, make sure that you ring that bell and turn on the notifications because I drop a video just about every single day related to some sort of stock. So just do that. You drop a comment down below in the comment section to let me know what stocks you might be interested in me covering and doing like a fundamental and technical analysis on. I do have a list of them that I will be covering this week. I'll do my best to cover them all this weekend if I can, but if I can't cover them this weekend, I'll definitely cover them going into the week. So drop a ticker symbol down below and I'll be more than happy to do it. I love doing research. I love diving into companies and understanding the technical and fundamental analysis behind it. And who knows, I may even open up a position within the stock. I didn't have a position in Tattooed Chef before. Now I have a position in Tattooed Chef. So thank you back to Orthodoxy so much for that, because now I have a position within Tattooed Chef. But let's go ahead and hop in here and cover the sticks. So like I said, overall, not a good day at all for GameStop. The broader market was very tentative to start the day, and we actually were positive to start the day, and then we just went downhill pretty darn quickly. We broke through 158, and then we tested our support of 150 several times today, and we closed above 150, which is a good sign. However, the huge thing is we did break down below 150, and 150 is a good technical and a technical and psychological support line. So it is good that it's there and that we did test it and we did respect it going into the close. So that's the one thing that I'm definitely happy about. But the huge thing, just to highlight, is this gold line here was called the volume weighted average price. So if you bought a share of GameStop today, you didn't make any money off of it. You actually lost money because we're trading below that VWAP versus trading above the VWAP. We would have actually made money from the stock. The other thing I really want to highlight is this MACD. Ow is very overextended the whole entire day. We had this nice period of consolidation right here that actually helped cool things off a little bit, but then news dropped. The next thing that we know, we're reading the Bloomberg article about capital gains tax, long-term capital gains tax being possibly increased, and Biden's going to be talking about this proposal next week. And the market just went downhill. If you can insert a bomb sound right there, that's essentially what happened, because it was not good at all. And we hit our intraday low of 146. We had a nice rip up because everyone wants to just buy the stock when they can get the opportunity. We did trade above that 150. We broke that back down below it and then tested it. So it's good that we tested it as both resistance and as support several times going into the close, which is going to help make it a stronger support when we open up tomorrow. And that's the huge thing I'm going to look at is, how are we going to open tomorrow? How is the broader market going to open? Because if the broader market opens very bearish, I think we're going to also open very bearish. And let me tell you this, if we take a look at the SPY on here, the SPY actually had a very bearish open and then had a nice pop, and then the news happened and it just sent it tumbling down here. So that's the huge thing, is we need to have a good open, and today we didn't have that good open. And the other thing I want to really just highlight real quickly, and I want to drive this home because people keep calling this a meme stock. And I'm going to tell you, it's not a damn meme stock. And here's why. You take a look at today's movement, and then if you take a look at QQQ, it's pretty indicative. Now, it's not a exact mirror image, but we did have a sell-off, then we had a rip, followed by some consolidation, and then we had a rip, and then we had a sell-off. What did we do here? We had a sell-off, we had a rip, we had a sell-off, then we had some consolidation, and then we had a sell-off, and then we had a rip in the close. So we're pretty closely following indexes, which is good because this shows that the stock isn't some sort of meme stock. It is not a meme stock. And I want everyone to just remove that. Oh, if the media is listening, if CNBC or anyone, Fox News, whoever you are, remove meme stock and GameStop from your head. Just disassociate those two terms because it is not only us retail people and us apes are allowed to call it a meme stock. So that is the reason why, but I'm just tired of it. Let's go ahead and hop out here to the 5-day. Sorry, I had to rant a little bit about it. It just drives me insane. But the huge thing is the past 2 days yesterday was a very positive day and we pretty much traded sideways the whole entire day. I called it a good consolidation day because that's definitely what it was a good consolidation day. Today was not a good consolidation day. Today was a day of we said, well, let's see how low we can go before we find support. And we found support here at 150, which is a good thing. So we didn't fall that far, but we're getting further away from this 172 channel, which isn't a good thing. And on Friday, we had a really nice day. And the huge thing is we're giving back up what we had and where we were. And it's not, I really wish that we could get back up above this 172 channel because it seems like every single time we get below 172 or really below 160, it seems like the stock either trades sideways or just moves to the downside kind of thing. And it's very reflective if we take a look at the 1 month chart. But the huge thing I want to also highlight here is the 3 moving averages of the 20-day, 60-day, and 120-day. We are trading literally below all of them. Very bearish signal. We are sitting here at 52 on the RSI, which is just a hair above neutral. Thankfully, that is a pretty neutral sign. But if we take a look down here at the MACD, we have the signal. We have the signal that is above the MACD here in the after hours, which is a bearish signal. However, we do take a look at the close. We do have a bullish trend. However, we need to take into account this is only the 5-day, 5 minutes. So let's hop out to the 1 month, 1 hour, the 1 month, 1 hour chart and really take a look at this. So 1 month ago, roughly, we were taking a look at this stock and we were trading around $112. Now we're at $151. So we have made progress. But the thing that I really don't like here when I'm taking a look at this chart is we made it all the way up to 212 and then we've kind of just started stair-stepping ourselves down. We had a reversion and then we've been stair-stepping ourselves down and we had a reversion and now we're stair-stepping ourselves back down, which is not a good sign. It's a very bearish sign. And if we take a look at the 3 moving averages, we're trading below all of them on a macro perspective. So on a micro perspective, we're bearish. On a macro perspective, we're bearish. It's not a good sign, and we need to find what we need to do, and I'm hoping we find it at 150. I don't want us to retest 140 because getting down to 140, it just is not comfortable for the stock. We need to get back above 158 and hopefully into 160 tomorrow because the stock needs to be back above it. To make a bullish reversal because right now we're just making essentially lower lows, which is not a good sign from a technical analysis perspective. And I know you guys may not want to hear that, but from a technical analysis perspective, we're not headed in a good direction. And it's not good for the stock. We're sitting here at 35 on the RSI. We're oversold the whole entire day essentially. And then the after hours actually helped prop us back up above being oversold. Not a good sign at all. And when we take a look at this MACD too, the signal is above the MACD and we're below the equilibrium, which is a bearish sign. However, the one thing that I do want to highlight that I like, and it's not necessarily the best thing, is that we're not really overextended like we have been here on the MACD before when we make these moves. So that is definitely a good thing. But what we need to do to reverse this trend is we need to have a bullish day. Now, keep in mind, this news, I feel like it's just going to loom over the market for Friday and until Biden decides to announce it next week. Hopefully he announces it on Monday, and then we can look it over and be like, oh, okay, well, it's not really that big of a deal. This probably isn't going to pass kind of thing. And then the market goes back up, because I don't want him to release it on like Friday of next week and we have a whole entire bear market because everyone's kind of just going like, well, this news is coming, so like, what do we do? Well, let's sell our positions just in case if it passes kind of thing. Like, that's what a lot of people are thinking, is they're thinking, oh crap, hiking capital gains tax, let me get rid of all my positions. And it caused a lot of selling within the market, and it's reflected in a lot of the indexes. But anyways, getting a little ranty here, apologize about it. Let's cover Ortex. So overall, the short interest for GME actually decreased today 1.39%. So our current short interest or free float is sitting at 27.45. Now keep in mind, anything that is above 10 is considered a shorted stock. Anything that's above 20 is considered a heavily shorted stock. So we're sitting at 27.45. So we're well over a heavily shorted stock, and it's extremely heavily shorted. The huge thing that I want to also highlight here is we have the borrowed shares today was 361,600. The return shares was 571,800, which gives us a balance of negative 210,200. The huge thing is this only accounts for direct GameStop shares. This doesn't account for naked shorting. It doesn't account for ETF shorts and all that kind of stuff. So keep that in mind. The other thing I want to highlight is our utilization actually, if I'm correct, I think it went down from yesterday, because I think yesterday it was sitting at 57 and now it's sitting at 55. The cost to borrow is sitting at 1.42, which is actually has increased a little bit. And the huge thing is to take a look at this percentage of free float on loans. So currently there's about 33% of the shares, 33% of the free float is actually out on loan, which is technically true because we have 15,150,000 shares on loan. And GameStop has a public float of 69 million shares, which we can hop in the Webull and not 69. Wow, the free float's 56.26 million. Interesting. I wonder why that changed. Well, anyways, GameStop has a total free float, and in total is 69 million. So our public float is 56 million right now currently. So keep that in mind. So there is definitely a very large outstanding balance on loan that hasn't been used yet. So what I'm currently thinking is, with the decrease of short interest, they're trying to cover their positions up a little bit, but they might be shorting us through other methods like ETFs or naked shorting kind of thing. They say it doesn't happen, but I can tell you it's definitely happening kind of thing. I wish I could dive into the technicals and really understand it, but there's no way to really be able to put my finger on it and be able to say that that's exactly what's happening. But really with GameStop, the huge thing is we need to change this bearish trend. We really just need to change it. And the only way that I see us changing it is if we make a move back up above $158 and really try to retest 172. That is what I'm going to be looking for. And I really hope tomorrow is not a bearish day, but I personally think it is going to be a very bearish day. So strap yourselves in, guys. Sorry, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.